Hello, my Bible people. Today I want to do a Bible comparison. I want to be comparing the local church Bible publishers, 115, the one I did a review on earlier, with my new R.O. Allan Brevier Clarendon and Allan Goatskin. This has been an awesome book. I've been reading it for about, I'd say a little over a week and a half now. This one, well, I've been reading it since I did my last video. Now, the comparison between these two are roughly about the same size. The 115 is a little thicker, and there's good reason for that, and I'll go into that later. But I just want to say the feel on this Allan is incredible. You know, it feels good in hand. I love just holding it. I'll hold it like all day. I don't know what it is. It's that Allan Goatskin, very soft. I mean, look at that. Bam. It forms to your hand, you know. It just feels great in the hand, and it's actually lighter, well, because it's thicker. It's a thicker paper than this, and I'll get into that a little bit later. But this, I don't know. I'm really enjoying reading this one. I think it's one of my new favorites. Now, the reason why I got this one is because I love the look. I love that old world Bible look. You know, like something you coming in out of Little House on the Prairie, going to church. You know, it's awesome. Just an awesome looking Bible. And, well, something that inspired me on it is my wife picked up this book right here. She picked it up at a garage sale. I don't know how much she paid for it, not much. But it's about 124 years old. It's Cambridge. If you can see that. Holy Bible. Look at that script on there. I don't know what kind of leather it is. But it is about 124 years old or so. Let's see. The oldest date I could find on it written on here was 1892. Now, it could be older. Who knows? I don't know, but it is. Pitminion. I don't know if it's coming in here. This says minion right here. Bam. So, that's what it is. That's what the text looks like. Chapters are in Roman numeral. Roman. See, even above the chapters. That's pretty good. It's a neat little book. Now you'll notice it has a semi-yap. And yeah, I think this is probably about the size of a ruby or something. But I don't like them that small. This is the size that I really like here. Very convenient, very handy. This is a little too small for me. But I do like it. I wanted to show this. This is pretty neat on this Bible. This one doesn't have ribbons. It has like a gilded cord or something. Pretty neat. And also, check this out. On the inside cover, there's these little loops, corded loops. I guess it was used to tie the cover down or something. I have no idea. It's fascinating. It's interesting. But anyway, let's see. Back to the task at hand. The comparison. Now, I love reading this book at night, and I'll show you why. You open this up. Look at that. That is awesome. I love the way the full yap. It's almost a full yap and then some. It just kind of like a bowl. Almost it holds the text block in there. It's a really nice way it frames it out. Has these nice navy blue ribbons. Navy, royal blue, whatever you want to call them. Gilded. Art gilting. Nicely done on this book. Now, when I bought this book, I got 10 pounds off. Yeah, they're having a little deal, 10 pounds off. You're going to find that. The reason being is because they said there was some wrinkling in the first pages. I thought it was going to be here in the very front, you know, like up here. Which I wouldn't have cared, it'd be fine. But it is not. So I go, oh, maybe I didn't get any wrinkles. And then I get to Genesis. Why is it always in Genesis? I have no idea. This is the second Allan book I've had that had something wrong with Genesis, or Exodus rather. And let me get to it here. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay. Now, with this lighting, I don't think you can see it if I cover the light a little bit. Okay, yeah, so now you can see the wrinkle. Now that's going to be mostly through Exodus, which is no big deal. It goes away as soon as you get towards Leviticus, and it's gone. And partly, I don't really care. I like this book so much that the wrinkle doesn't bother me. I think it'll eventually, I can work it out. It'll go away. I can iron it out a little bit somehow just by working it, just like that, kind of massaging it. I'll work that out. Not a real big deal to me. Actually, it's kind of nice because now I don't have to worry about messing it up because it's already messed up once I got it. You know, it's kind of like when you get a new car and you're worried about that first door ding. Don't got to worry about that now. It's already been danged. I just want to say though, look at this book. Look at that text. How bold that is. It's really nice for reading at night. It really is. I really like this book, and it does give me that old world feel. Now, don't get me wrong, I really love the 115. It's a nice Cambridge. You know, when I was reading this one, open this up here, okay? It's a little stiffer than the Allan, because it lays flat in Genesis. You know, this one, not so much. It will. A little stiffer. That's fine. The paper is nice. It's nice and thick. Unlike this, which is very, very thin. That India paper. But it's opaque and bold. And it's really easy to read at night. I don't know if you can see the differences here. Let's see if you can take a look. This is supposed to be an 8.5. This is supposed to be a 9-point font. And I can't really tell that much of a difference in them other than that this is much bolder. Well, not much bolder. A little bit bolder. To where I enjoy reading it at night. But I enjoy this one too. And I'll give you a reason why too. I really like this trick. At first I was like, oh, I just don't like the pronunciations on the words. I was like, oh, I don't like that. You know, I wasn't used to it. But I thought, you know, I'll deal with it. Because I really like the book. I'm going to go ahead and deal with it. And after reading it and going through it, I started to like it. I liked the pronunciations because I found myself reading names that before I must have been mispronouncing because after I used the pronunciations, I was like, oh, that's how that's supposed to sound. Interesting. And I got used to it. It didn't bug me so much. Now, there is no pronunciation in this book, which is fine because I do enjoy reading it without all the extra squiggly lines in it, you know what I mean? But that's fine. I like it this way. I do like this too now, though. So, if I have a problem over here, I can always grab this book and say, oh, that's how it's supposed to be spelled, or sound out. What I do like about this book, though, let me push this away, is that Cyclopedic Concordance that it has in the back. Now, when I was reading in Numbers, it talked about a hen of this and a hen of that. And I'm like, what is a hen? I had no idea what a hen was. So I went to my Cyclopedic Concordance, pulled it out. See if I can find this quickly. Let's see. Oh, we need H's. What am I doing? I feel retarded. Okay. Okay. There it is. A hen, liquid measure. Nearly 6 quarts. Oh, 6 quarts. So we're talking about what? Gallon and a half? Got it. Now I know what a hen was. So I was like, okay. So now when I read it, I can visualize how much they're giving up in offerings and stuff. Pretty neat. I liked it. I like that Cyclopedic Concordance. It's really helpful. Other than that, really good. A nice book. Feels good, soft, and yeah, it's my favorite now so far. I really like this book. Carry it everywhere. Read it. Sleep with it. It's just good. And I do like the small ribbons, too. I mean, a lot of people don't, they go, oh, I want the favorite. I don't think it'd be appropriate for this size book. It's about the same size of these ribbons. Same size book. I think these are appropriate. I know the big boy here has the big ribbons. Well, that makes sense. Small ribbons, smaller book. That makes sense to me. And I think it's appropriate. When I read at night, I want to show you something else here. This is what the wife got me. Bam. Pan out. This is a book reader. See, it has a little padding on there. Like that. Sits on your lap. You control it. And say, boom. I wanted to read something. Well, I would just turn this on at night. And I could read. Now there's plenty of light here, so you can't really get a good idea of how it works, but I hook it like this and I can read at night. It's pretty nice. And my wife picked that up at a garage sale for $1. Now, I don't know where you can get one for yourselves, but she did get it at a garage sale. And I don't know what they run, but this is pretty cool. And so I'll spend a lot of times at night just reading and reading. And that's pretty much it for my comparison. Let's see, get rid of this. Now, back to these books. Yeah. This is a nice book. Feels good in the hands. When the yap is closed, holds it like that. Really like the Highland Goatskin. Oh, I do like this too. And it has softened up. This cover has softened up since I've been using it. I don't know. Just going to find myself using it less now, I think. We're using this more. Now, I will be able to tell. Some people said, oh, they don't last or whatever. Well, we'll find out because I'm going to use this quite a bit. And I will keep you updated. See how well it lasts. And if you don't mind a few little wrinkles in the beginning, $15 off, not bad. Yeah, I don't mind it because I'm going to be reading it. I'll probably put some wrinkles in it myself eventually, just going through it. Maybe reading at night, fall asleep, roll over on it, who knows, But I have been enjoying it. And I hope you've enjoyed this little comparison between the two. Put them together here. Boom. For like some final thoughts. The way they fit, the way they feel. Okay. That's what they look like together. Now this has the raised hubs, which are nice. The Allan doesn't. I do like that they don't write Holy Bible on the front. That's just the way I prefer them. My favorite part is that they are King James, right? King James book. That's really the only one you should be reading. That's my opinion. You don't have to believe me. There's plenty of videos out there to compare the different translations. You be the judge. I've already made up my mind. Yep. That's an awesome book. We'll look at that art gilding there. The way that comes out is so nice. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Bye now.